Set, wide, 80. Set, Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm trying to collect. He's coming. We got double up. Sugar.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady gives to Michelle. Well, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Go Daniel.
A give to Michelle running right. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
6-6, pull it high.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 38, Prescott being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
There we go. Slow right in. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Big stop.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
There we go. Slow right in. Mike 54. Check.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some room to run now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott on 3rd and 2. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check it, reload.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2. Hey, 66.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert.
Pippen is always wanting broadcast.
First and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
No, I know he's always asking for it. I feel like he's always trying to just watch what people are doing. Just record to be safe and don't even respond to him.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
No, I start the record at all times to be safe. Double tap share button. It'll tell you it started recording. PlayStation does automatically record, but I always start my recording, double tap it again, and then if you want to start it again, double tap it again, same shit.
They get it to him running left. And he is in.
30 minutes, yeah.
New England. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken
exactly.
the lead.
Or sometimes I think it doesn't even record it.
At the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back.
I blitz everybody into the screen. Perfect time.
To get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Intended that time for Cooper.
So you're not able to stream? It doesn't let you?
The 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what.
I just do a fucking pick.
Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Fuck, I'm such an idiot, dude.
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6.
You already filled it?
Going the other way.
Why? What is it? Who has the ball first?
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
If you feel like they're too, if his defense is too close, like in the box, just go wide at all times. That's what my guy did. I felt that he was I couldn't run on him. There was too many in the box, so I went wide.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
No. I'm talking about like go a shotgun mode wide and either do inside zones or.
Looking for element and he hits him. It's complete.
Like you gotta pass on him in order if you can't run.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Mm-hmm. What do you run when they're like an I form or strong?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught by Sanu. The way in. Touchdown.
Wait, so you don't wait for them to pick their formation? Oh, dude, that's where you're messing up.
7 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown
You always wait, because if they come in an I form or even strong, you don't want to be in nickel. You want to be in 3-4, whether it's odd. What the fuck? Oh, you're 4-3? Oh, then at least 4-3. But 4-3 sucks. I would change your defense to a 3-4. Find a middle linebacker, get rid of defensive tackle. I did that with the Jags. Jags are 4-3. I'm moving to a 3-4.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee.
Because 4-3 is kind of trash this year.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it
I run a lot of zone.
Well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first.
Not really. Well, if you have zone, every zone has its weakness. Your job is to cover its weakness. I run cover 3 and I know the weakness is down the middle, so I'm down the middle most of the time. If that makes sense.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And now Edelman. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Sugar! Hey, box cut. Shadow!
The final shot before half for Brady. Letting one go deep for his running back, White. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
So far, I have Elliott to 2 yards.
A yard there, and now 2nd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You've got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
What's the score? Oh, it's not bad.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 29, Brady. He gets it to James White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now to throw. This is White on the screen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. Check 37. Check 37. Deuce, 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 deuce. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Ozzy.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Let's go.
The way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Oh my God, I missed this
And
one.
the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Gostkowski the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott.
Oh, McCourty, come on, bro.
There was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he?
What's the score, 7-3?
Just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah, your defense is pretty good.
So far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And
he's going to quit.
Take over at their own 45-yard line.
This guy's about to quit. Let him make him rage.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Brady going to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Throwing, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down the away and bring up 2nd down.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
No, wow, Josh.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I didn't throw a pick six, fucker.
Here late. I don't know. You just
when?
drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Oh my God, that was a bogus ass game.
Someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A second down throw for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take this...